It's a space. It's a space where there are not a lot of digital resources available, which surprised me when I first started teaching this course. And so after creating OERs for so many years and not finding any, I thought, well, we have to fix that. So we started creating this site. George Mason University, which is my institution, has a WordPress install, and they generously set up and can continue to host the site for us, including taking care of things like updates and security patches. And I mention that because sometimes there are hidden costs associated in terms of labor, server space, having some infrastructure and support. So to the extent that a university can provide that, I think it goes a long way to supporting everybody in work to create and use OERs. So we created an early prototype of this project and are now working to expand the content and the functionality, including searchability. We have several hundred primary sources already on the site, and again, are working to expand that this summer in combination with the Summer Institute we're running for faculty on teaching and learning the history of higher education in the US. We also have a collection of more than 700 college and university archives, and these are all telling the stories of their own institutional histories. These are resources that are typically freely available, but are often buried. And so we wanted to surface those and bring them all together. As an outgrowth of this work, we also conducted research. So ISSOTL is the Scholarship of Teaching and Learning, and it's about examining student learning and sharing that knowledge. The research team, including current and former students, was interested in exploring student learning about history and historical thinking, as well as about creating digital skills and engagement, fostering engagement with OERs. So we published several articles on teaching and learning the history of higher education and on digital skill development. And again, our findings really indicated that the experience in this class, including creating the OERs, strengthened students' digital skills, an appreciation of the value of such skills through scaffolding, feedback, and iterative development. So these included the experience of creating shareable content, of problem solving, which is often required when you're creating digital shareable content, and evaluating and using digital tools. So through designing, facilitating, and completing their peers' asynchronous learning activities, students really develop their awareness of key digital literacies that can be applied across academic and professional settings. So they learn to create, to construct new meaning, and to express themselves through digital means, and to share that scholarly work, that scholarly communication. And they also gained a new appreciation for OERs, both as content, as consumers, and as a means for creating and sharing scholarly understanding. Students also learn to advocate for new forms of scholarly communication and learning assessments with a purpose, especially shareable learning assessments. So students connected the skills they developed in this learning activity to their own future use, including, again, incorporating digital skills and using OERs to showcase their work through, for example, student portfolios and to enhance other students' learning. So Garnett said, I gained a lot of insight on how to create an asynchronous learning activity. I will teach an undergraduate course that they teach again this spring, so I may have the chance to leverage this new skill. And Celeste said that the Google Sites activity has helped me better see the possibilities of student engagement. I could feasibly recreate the synchronous undergraduate course that they teach into an asynchronous format and still have it be organized, engaging, and palatable for students. So students enrolled in the History of Higher Education course, as I said, are really work throughout higher education and are the future leaders of higher education. In this class, students also had to really think strategically, in addition to learning about the history piece, about which digital tools to use and how to accurately convey information, thus showcasing communication and collaboration skills by understanding and identifying appropriate technology for a specific purpose. So students had to really understand what OERs are and their benefits and sometimes their challenges. This in turn, I think, really empowers students, again, not only to be consumers, but also to be knowledge producers and to think of themselves as knowledge producers. So this project highlights some of the ways in which OERs can shape teaching, learning, and research in institutions of higher education. These examples demonstrate strategies for integrating course materials, assignments, assessments, digital skills, and awareness of OERs into courses today, and may also provide examples for introducing future leaders to the importance and potential of OERs and to promote open learning. While this assignment was conducted in a history of higher education graduate course, I think the engagement with digital skills and open educational resources is relevant and really applicable across disciplines, programs, and course levels. So I hope if you're new to this that you give it a try, even in a small way. Um, and I've put on my slides, which I will share, some resources and also my contact information. So thank you very